Welcome back. Pretty clear around the region right now. Sun beginning to set mid to upper 80s in terms of the temperatures. Not tracking any rain at this time. We should keep those odds pretty low overall as we go through this week. Power outage numbers. I do want to mention we've been bringing you this story about Telfair County. So they're saying 40 to 60% of the county are still without power. This is saying it's all fixed. I guess you people in Telfair County would know if your power's still out, then you're still out. So, but based on these numbers, Johnson County, the one that has the highest number with 900 approximately still without power. Now, as we go through the remainder of this evening, still pretty warm outside. Should be a pleasant night. Clear skies and lows that are just a little above the average for this time of year. So 60 degrees. Typically we're in the upper 50s by now. Wind out of the north, pretty light for us. As you can see, largely expecting low 60s. I wouldn't rule out an upper 50 possibility for, say, Eastman or Forsyth, but we'll probably see more of those tomorrow night versus tonight. Now, tropics are dictating basically everything in regards to our weather this week, and it's not Leslie here. We were talking about this one last week. Just want to bring up, wait, we don't need to follow this anymore. It's expected to curve to the north. So everything is all about Hurricane Milton now. And this is, it's not as big as Helene was, but it is more powerful in terms of its strength. Helene never got to Category 5. 180 mile-an-hour sustained winds right now, gusts over 220. So that's EF4 sustained winds, EF5 gusts in terms of tornado strength. So that's utterly ridiculous. Even though a bit of weakening is anticipated, drier air, more wind shear towards Florida, that will aid in weakening the storm. Still expected to be a major hurricane at landfall, Category 3. Now, here's the good news about a weakening storm, all right? When a storm is weakening ahead of landfall, that means that weakening process will be expedited once it is over land, versus one, say, like Helene, that was still intensifying as it made its way inland. Plus, it was a fast-moving storm, which allowed to carry those hurricane effects a little bit more into the land. But as you can see, not as big of a storm as Helene was. They are expecting that during that weakening process, so the size of it may grow a little bit. Now, here's our spaghetti plot tracks. You see almost all of them are right through that Tampa Bay area, which would be basically a worst-case scenario. Even if it's a Cat 3, that's still really, really bad. But I am going to be interested to see if the front that's been coming through here maybe helps to push that just a little bit further south. If the storm goes south of Tampa, that will help big time in terms of negating those effects. Here's the cold front I'm referencing, all right? That cold front, the hurricane can't move through it, so it forces it to steer off to the east. And there you see it coming up. It's just, you know, how far does this front go south? How far is it able to limit in terms of the northern motion of Milton? So does it go directly through Tampa as the trend is now, or does it end up going a little further south? I highly doubt it goes north of it. So yeah, as for us here, as you see, we're northwest of this, maybe a couple of showers for our northeastern counties, but the main thing is it's going to be really breezy throughout the middle parts of this week. Wednesday breezy, Thursday we'll probably see the strongest winds. You see these blue colors creeping in. It is going to be cool for us as we head into the late parts of the week. We're talking overnight lows that could push towards the upper 40s, but tonight mostly clear skies, low 60s, maybe a couple of upper 50s, a little breezy tomorrow afternoon. It'll be more pronounced as we get into Wednesday, but overall, pretty nice day. Should be around average tomorrow, low to mid 80s. We'll check out the rest in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is presented by Volume Chevrolet. So as you can see, a little bit more wind expected later in the week. The conditions really can't be beat, though, in terms of the temperatures. As the end of Friday, mid-70s and overnight lows will push towards those upper 40s. So that's below average on both the warm end and the low end for us. Just really, really good weather. But again, a couple of showers are possible for our southern counties Wednesday into Thursday.